Hello everybody out there in YouTube land, this is Tyler. I am going to talk about one of my favorite self-help and personal development topics. It is formed in the area or the subject of forgiveness. But this is going to be in line up what I'm going to talk about this evening. And that is confronting the person who have hurt you. Is it dangerous or not? And I'm just going to give you the first scenario or the first situation. If you are thinking about going into a situation where you are thinking about confronting the individual who had hurt you, but at the same time, you already have this knowing of how this particular person actually acts whenever he or she is actually confronted about their wrongdoing, and you know that this person has got a foul and a bad mouth, or this particular person goes off and they get into their feelings, they get real upset, and this person gets real mad. Anytime that person hears something come out of another individual's mouth concerning their wrongdoing, they just go ballistic. So, in other words, whenever you have that knowing and that gut feeling about that particular scenario and you're sitting there thinking, okay, should I confront this individual who had hurt me because you feel like it's the right thing? I'm sitting here telling you no, simply because if you go into a situation and you know for a fact that you know that particular individual is going to get mad, get real upset, and they're going to have an attitude, they're not going to acknowledge their wrongdoing, what they have done towards you, or they're just going to go ballistic, or they're just going to go kablooey. In other words, you should not go into a particular situation like that because it is just going to make things worse between you and that particular individual. And then after you and that particular individual get through arguing, and sometimes those arguments might lead up to fights, and then after all said and done, both of you are going to be real angry and going to be real bitter and going to be real mad. And then like you, the person, or them, they're just going to call and just going to talk about what happened. And then both of you going to be real angry, real upset. And it's just like you on your side will be sitting there saying, I done sit there and I confronted this person. I felt like it was the right thing to do, but this person still didn't listen to me. That person still didn't acknowledge their wrongdoing. We just got into an argument and it probably even led up to a big fight. And then you're going on and on and on about one person. Then sometimes after you get through telling that one person, do you being real angry and real mad, you want to go to 2 or 3, 4 more people. So in other words, what I'm telling you, yes, it is very dangerous in that particular scenario. But if you enter into a situation where you have a gut feeling that you know that you should confront that person that has hurt you, and you have a peace about you can go confront that particular individual, and you listen to what that strong gut feeling is telling you. If it's telling you that you need to go confront that particular individual who hurt you, yes, you need to go confront that particular individual. But always be careful with your words of what you are going to say to that individual who has hurt you. Simply because it might rub them the wrong way. That's why I'm sitting there saying that. But like I said, if you have that peace about it, go ahead and do it, because your gut feeling is actually telling you it is actually alright. That person is going to be with understanding. But like I said, use your words wisely so you can have that person understand you from your point of view, and that both of you can understand each other. And then when both of you understand each other, then there is a healing that probably might take place between both of you in that particular type of scenario. But I'm going to sit here and say this for all of you that have probably been in a situation where you are thinking about confronting somebody. And I'm going to repeat this. If you know for a fact that that person is going to act ballistic, and you already know this for a fact, don't confront that person, because things will be made worse. But if you have a peace about it deep inside of you, then go do it. But I'm sitting here telling you There has been countless of people that has tried to confront a individual who has hurt them, but they know for a fact that that person is going to go ballistic. They know for a fact that that person is going to go off. And I'm telling you that a lot of people in that scenario has been more bitter. They didn't want to have nothing to do with the person at all. They didn't want to come back or anything just because they felt like that they were doing the right thing. I'm going to sit here and tell you, if you do not use wisdom, and if you do not use knowledge, if you do not listen to your gut feeling, and it's not telling you that there's no peace about that, if you go in that type of scenario and you know it for a fact, things is just going to be made worse. And I'm going to tell you, use wisdom when you confront somebody. Don't just go into a situation just because you feel like it's the right thing to do, because sometimes confronting an individual who hurt you is not the right thing to do in order for you and that person to heal, because there are other ways that you can heal from a person's hurt or whenever a person has hurt you. And that is, you can cry it out, which I might do a video on that, and you go and talking to other people who has probably been through the same thing or closer to the same thing as you, that can relate to you, because both of you can actually see from a standpoint of view, and that you can heal from that. But like I said, confronting a person, use wisdom. But I'm going to cut this video off. And I hope all of you enjoyed this video. For those who do not know about my channel, please click on the link down below. And thank you, and have a great and awesome evening.